All right. Merry Christmas 2025. Soon to be Happy New Year into 2026. So, wanted to make a quick video to close out the year. If you're seeing this video and you've met with me, I want to give you my deepest thanks. I've had multiple people referring clients to me to sell their properties here in San Diego, to buy property throughout the United States with their VA loan. And if it weren't for all of you sharing your relationship with me with other people, I would not have found 2025 to be the most successful year in real estate for me and my personal business. So 7 years ago, I retired from the Navy and I took the leap to become a real estate agent. In the Navy, I was a nuclear mechanic. That has nothing to do with being a real estate agent. But what very few people knew, only the ones that were close to me, is that I was buying and selling real estate everywhere I went. So, stationed on the Nimitz out here in San Diego at age 20, bought my first place. A couple years later, sold it, bought another place. A couple years later, got pregnant, got orders to Florida, moved to Florida to go recruiting, bought another place. A few years later, in Florida, got orders to the Enterprise in Norfolk. Tiffany's family is right there across the border in North Carolina. So we said, hey, I'll do the commute because I've got duty days and underways. So that's taking about half of the days that I don't have to drive because I have to spend the night. And live in North Carolina. So we bought a place there. 5 years later, got orders to Guam. Rented when we got there, but bought a place there. Lots and lots of real estate in my past. The guys that were closest to me at work, I would mentor them and tell them, hey, look, if you buy real estate here and then you rent it out when you're done, you're going to grow wealth. Some of them listened and they thanked me for it. Some of them didn't listen, and those people still thank me for it. Because the ones that didn't listen are saying, I wish I would have done this sooner, and I remember you telling me to do it. It's okay. Look, there's a lot of fear out there. This is something that I wanted to cover in 2025. What really stands out to me in 2025 and how many conversations I'm having, just to give you an idea, I helped 97 veterans find their home this year. That to me is an incredible number. I could only dream of doing that kind of work. When I was working with my brother when I first got out of the Navy, our first year together, we helped 36 people. Our best year together, we helped 56. So to hit 97, just me, I want to thank you. Because if it weren't for you telling your people about me and your relationship with me and making them consider starting a relationship with me as well, I wouldn't have the success that I've had. In the beginning of the video, I'm thanking you all for giving me the best year in real estate that I've ever had. But what I didn't tell you is that the rest of the real estate agents across this country are having the worst year in real estate that they've had. And I want to kind of talk about why, right? We still have those 3% and 4% mortgages, maybe even the 2% mortgages, that make us feel like the mortgage is worth more than the house. But it's been long enough since 2020 and 2021 and parts of 2022 that it is time to move. But you can't bring yourself to do it because you're saying things like, I have 300%. I'm sorry, I have $300,000 at 3%. What I want is $600,000. Why would I do that at 6%? The answer to the question is the same reason why you picked the better trim on your car. It's comfortability. That's it. So if you're ready to be uncomfortable for another year, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Not telling you to buy or sell. You see, something about me that you can't just assume, but I'll tell you. I don't go after the business model of trying to convince people to buy when they wouldn't or sell when they wouldn't. I help people buy what they want to buy and sell what they want to sell when they want to sell it and for how much. So just know that about me. Please receive my gratitude for this year's successes. I want to encourage everybody to make 2026 about your neighbors. I realized I've been living in my house for 4 years and I know a couple of my neighbors, but I don't know enough of them. I don't know the names of the people behind me. I could look it up, but that's only because I'm a real estate agent and I have the tools to do so. Hell, I can know how much they owe on their house, but I've never said hi to them and I've never spoken to them and they've never spoken to me. So I think I'm gonna make 2026 about the neighbors. I would encourage you to do the same because we really need to get back to that American neighborhood feel that we've all been searching for. Every buyer that I helped this year, every single one of them cares about what the neighborhood vibe is like. So why don't we go out and make the neighborhood vibe where we're at exactly what we want? Because you see here, I have $1.3 million borrowed at 2.6%. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to make my neighborhood vibe the way that I want it to. I hope you guys can do the same. And let me know if you can't, and we'll find you a neighborhood that's already vibing in your way. Happy New Year. 2026 is going to be huge.